We are here today in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at Lincoln Financial Field to start the Philadelphia Eagles 2014-2015 regular season. To recap the Philadelphia preseason, they went 3-1, only losing by 5 points to the Cleveland Browns, and there was a position battle for quarterback through all 4 weeks through 4 different quarterbacks. By the end of it, quarterback B.J. Daniels would be cut, and quarterback Matt Barkley would be named the starter. And this game is his first start in the NFL, so we should see how it goes as we play the New York Giants, who are coached by Mike Ditka now, which is very interesting. And here we're ready to start the season, and this season is underway, and it's going all the way back, and Wilson will kneel it in the end zone for a touchback. And now Eli Manning would come out onto the field. He's the starter, not Aaron Murray. They did draft Aaron Murray in the first round. Maybe we'll see him play today. But the second play of the drive, and there's no gain on that running play. So now it's 3rd and 10, and here's the starting defense with Cedric Thornton leading the defensive line, Trent Cole leading the right outside linebackers, and cornerback Brandon Boykin leading the defensive backs out there. 3rd and 7 now on the next play. Eli Manning from shotgun. He's going to take it, and he rolls but fires and finds Roberts, but he cannot hold on to it. So they would punt it to Philadelphia. Their first drive of the season is a 3-and-out. We'll see if they can do any better next drive. But for right now, here comes Weatherford out to punt the ball to Ted Ginn, who would beat Deshaun Jackson in that position battle for the punt returner. And the main reason he won that is the coach did not want to risk Deshaun's health on punt returns. But obviously it paid off as Ted Ginn takes it into enemy territory now. And here comes Matt Barkley for his first NFL start. First play of the season for Matt Barkley. And it is a handoff to LaShawn McCoy, who gets stuffed for a no gain. So, pretty bad start there, but now you see our starting offense. And the backs and receivers, LaShawn McCoy leading them, along with Deshaun Jackson. Next play, Matt Barkley from shotgun looking, fires and finds Deshaun Jackson. And he gets a nice gain on the play, 20 yards to be exact, as Matt Barkley's pretty excited for his first start. Next play, handoff, LaShawn McCoy goes to the outside and is dragged down after about a 6-yard gain. And now it's 2nd and 4. Next play from shotgun, handoff, LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy up the middle, and LaShawn McCoy is into the end zone for the first Philadelphia touchdown on the year. And it was a pretty nice one at that, and Ted Ginn celebrates with LaShawn McCoy. Ted Ginn, the newly acquired Eagle. And now next possession for the Giants. Eli Manning dropping back, firing, and it is caught by Victor Cruz, but he is dragged to the ground. And they do get the first down, though, so that's 1+ from that. Eli Manning from under center now fires and finds Roberts, who does not drop it this time. He gets a 15-yard gain on the play. Now, a couple plays later, Eli Manning handoff to Wilson, who would get a nice 8-yard gain after looked like it was going to be stuffed, but he fought through it and got the 8 yards. Next play, Eli Manning dropping back, looking. He's firing and finds Randall, who gets dragged to the ground. And there would be an injury on the play, and it would be Cedric Thornton, our defensive lineman. And that would be a pretty big blow to the team for the time being. A couple plays later, 2nd and 6, handoff to the halfback. He throws someone to the ground, and Wilson gets a nice gain on that play. Next play, Eli Manning dropping back, looking. Manning going, and it is nearly picked off by Brandon Boykin, who cannot hold on to the interception. So make it 2nd and 10. Now it's 3rd and 8 for the Giants. From under center, Manning drops back. He's looking, firing, finds Smith, but Kerry Williams lays him out. So now the Giants would come on for a field goal attempt, and they'd make it 7-3. The Eagles defense did not allow a touchdown, so they still have yet to allow their first one on the year. Matt Barkley now next possession from shotgun, handoff with LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy gets a nice gain on that play. LaShawn McCoy has 4 rushes for 38 yards so far on the day. 3rd and 11 now. Barkley fires, finds LaShawn McCoy, who runs up the right sideline. He's got room to go, and he is dragging out the 15-yard or 17-yard line, and he gets a 37-yard gain on that play. Next play, draw to LaShawn McCoy. He goes up the middle, and he gets a nice gain again and gets it to the 5-yard line. Couple plays later, 2nd and goal, handoff LaShawn McCoy. He dives into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown on the year. 14-3. Giants come out for their next possession. And Trey Boston, the rookie free safety, was the one to hold Wilson up in the backfield long enough for someone else to make the tackle. So he's doing pretty good. 3rd and 13. Eli Manning from under center again, dropping back, looking. He's going deep, and it is nearly intercepted by Brandon Boykin again, but he cannot hang on to it. And he's going to need to improve on that because that would have been a huge pick. And now it looks like it's going to be the last play of the first quarter. Barkley fires, finds Dexter McCluster, the newly acquired Eagle, and he walks into the end zone for Matt Barkley's first touchdown on his career. So there that happens. And it was a pretty nice play, too, with Dexter McCluster. Now it's 21-3. If the Giants don't do something, this game's going to get really out of hand. And he comes back and finds Ebron, who's open for the first down on a 12-yard game. And Eli Manning got lit up on that play. And now next play, play action to Wilson. He's going to fire and find Robinson, who's going to get a nice gain on that play, a gain of 17 yards. The Eagles defense needs to tighten up the pass coverage a little bit, as Boykin was the one to get burned on that play, it looks like. And now Eli Manning from under center again. Play action again, looking. Eli Manning has all day. He fires and finds Cruz again, and he would be dragged down. But that's another big play. They really do need to start tightening up on defense, or else they're going to end up blowing this lead. 2nd and 6 now for the Giants. Eli Manning, handoff to Wilson. Wilson to the outside. People are missing everywhere, and Patrick Chung finally drags him down, but he gets the first. Now it's 3rd down, 3rd and 8 for the New York Giants. And from the 11-yard line, Manning drops back. He's looking. He goes to the end zone. It's picked off by Brandon Boykin, who recovers from those drops earlier. He breaks a tackle, and this might just make up for the drops from earlier, and it will. No one is in front of Brandon Boykin, and he's going to take it 100-plus yards all the way to the end zone. Make it 28-3 Philadelphia. Eli Manning is not too happy about that. They were so close to scoring, getting this game a little bit closer, and Boykin had to spoil that. 28-3 now, and starting the Giants' next drive, he fires and finds Harris, who would break a tackle and then get dragged down for a 9-yard gain. And now, a couple plays later, 3rd and 2, Eli Manning dropping back, looking, firing, finding Charles, who is leveled completely, but he gets a 6-yard gain and the first down on the play. And now, next play, Eli Manning from under center once again, dropping back, looking, and Barwin makes the sack. I don't really know what happened there. Eli Manning kind of freaked out after he got hit, but Barwin would get the sack. 2nd and 16, Manning dropping back, looking. Manning's going deep downfield, and it is dropped by Cruz, who could have easily scored on that play had he caught it, but he just can't hang on to the football. Mike Ditka cannot be in too good of a mood right now. 3rd and 16. Eli Manning dropping back again, and he will stand in the pocket all day, and then finally just get tripped up. 4th and 21 now. They'll have to punt the ball back to Philadelphia, and this game is not going how New York imagined it. And now handoff with Sean McCoy on the next Eagles possession. He gets a nice 5-yard gain on that play. He has 10 rushes for 58 yards on the day. Matt Barkley fires and finds Ted Ginn, who would get a nice first down for his first catch as a Philadelphia Eagle in the regular season. Now Matt Barkley, next play, going deep to Deshaun Jackson, back in the end zone, and it would be a touchdown for Matt Barkley. What a play there. He was deadly accurate on that one. And here you see his stats, 137 yards, 2 touchdowns. He has yet to throw an incomplete pass, and we are nearing halftime. Barkley so far looks like it was the right decision to start him. As the next Giants possession, we give up a first down on 3rd and 6. And they would run the no-huddle offense. So now Eli Manning comes up from shotgun. Manning going to drop back again. He fires and finds Cruz. And Cruz is going down the sideline and is finally dragged down. But he is inside the 20 now. 2nd and 10 on the 14-yard line. Manning dropping back, fires, and finds Jernigan, I believe. But he gets dragged into the end zone, I believe, by Brandon Boykin, who kind of screwed up on that one. But it's 28-10 New York Giants. Now with a minute to go in the first half, Matt Barkley comes back out, and he cannot complete that one to Dexter McCluster as McCluster drops the pass. Next play, he comes out looking, and he'll fire and find Brad Smith open, And Brad Smith was one person during the offseason I wasn't sure I was going to re-sign, but I'm starting to think that I did. And now Deshaun Jackson on the nice play there as we are under a minute to go in the first half. Matt Barkley from under center looking, firing deep for Deshaun Jackson again. He's got him, and he's into the end zone. Matt Barkley has been deadly accurate all day, as that is his third touchdown thrown. And here are the halftime stats as we are dominating everything but time of possession. Matt Barkley has been playing tremendous. And there you see him warming back up on the sideline. Mike Ditka trying to get something to go into his players to get this game back on track. But now the Eagles are out first, and he finds Ted Ginn. Ginn would spin someone out, and Ginn gets a nice gain on the play. Ted Ginn looks to be a very smart decision that we got in the offseason to replace Jeremy Maclin. And there you see his stats, and he's just having a tremendous day. 81% of his passes have been completed. Now hand off LaShawn McCoy, who breaks a tackle and gets a nice gain on that play. 12 rushes for 79 yards from McCoy. Now Barkley from shotgun, firing and overthrowing everyone. 2nd and 10 now for Matt Barkley. 3rd and 2 now as he did a play action. And he goes to the end zone, and it is dropped by Dexter McCluster. So now out would come Dan Carpenter, the newly acquired Eagle, and he would drain his first field goal attempt as a Philadelphia Eagle. And he does pretty good so far. He did very well in the preseason. And now Eli Manning on the first Giants possession of the second half comes out, and he's looking. He's firing back across his body, and he finds Cruz, who, had he broken out of that Brandon Boykin shoestring tackle, he would have been gone. 4 receptions, 109 yards for Victor Cruz. Eli Manning now from under center on 2nd and 10. He's going to drop back. Eli Manning is going to find Randall, who gets brought down by Patrick Chung. 3 receptions for 33 yards for Randall. And now on 3rd and 1, Eli Manning dropping back. He's looking for a target, and he finds Roberts, who gets the first down and then is immediately brought down. But now 3rd and 5 after a couple plays. Manning dropping back. Manning is going to throw it right out of bounds, so now out would come the field goal unit again for the New York Giants. And Murray on the hold, the kick is away, and it looks good. So 45-13 now. This game is still pretty one-sided. And now on the next Eagles possession, handoff, LaShawn McCoy. McCoy to the outside, breaks the tackle, and then is immediately brought down after that. 14 rushes, 103 yards. And McCoy did not play that much in the preseason, so I did not know how well he was going to do, but he has done pretty well. Now Matt Barkley going deep, and he's got Austin Seferian-Jenkins and overthrows him. Austin Seferian-Jenkins was our first-round pick, and so far he hasn't really done much. Barkley on the next play finds Austin Seferian-Jenkins, but he drops it. So 2 plays in a row, Seferian-Jenkins has not really lived up to the first-round pick. And now from shotgun, Matt Barkley drops back. He fires and finds Dexter McCluster, who would get the first down and be injured on the play. He would be out for a few weeks, I believe. He should be coming back around week 5 or 6. And now LaShawn McCoy is going to get the first down. 16 rushes, 117 yards on the day. This offensive line has been blocking really well throughout the preseason and everything. Now 2nd and 8. Matt Barkley, play action. He's going to look into the end zone, fire, and it is caught by Ted Ginn in the end zone for the touchdown. But he would have illegal touching as he would run out of bounds and then come back in and catch it. So the touchdown would be nullified. You can see it's illegal touching now. The touchdown would be nullified, which sucks. So now it's 3rd and 13 from the opponent 15 as Barkley drops back and he's looking, firing to the end zone, and it is nearly picked off, but Deshaun Jackson cannot come up with it. And now Carpenter comes out to try to make a second one, and he does, or third one I think, 48-13 on the day. And now he comes back out, Eli Manning play action, looking, firing, and finding Smith, who would have been gone, but he stepped out of bounds. Now 2nd and 6 for the Giants. Eli Manning trying to get something going on this offense. I don't know how well that's going to work. And now Smith has 4 receptions, 49 yards on the day, nearing the end of the 3rd quarter, and this game is still pretty one-sided. Giants have not done much to try and get this back, as Wilson would get the first down on that 3rd and 5, 14 rushes, 58 yards. We've been able to contain him pretty well today. And now Eli Manning on 3rd and 10. Where's he going to go here? Manning drops back. He's looking. Manning fires and finds Roberts, who would get dragged out of bounds by Brandon Boykin, but they would get the first down. And now it's the fourth quarter. So the Giants are pretty much out of this one, but they're still going to fight. But that won't help as DeMeco Ryans recovers the fumble inside the 5-yard line. That is the second time they've turned it over down there. And now Barkley would find Deshaun Jackson, who'd break a tackle on 3rd and 5 from the 8-yard line. Deshaun down the sideline, makes another guy miss, and then is dragged down at the 32-yard line. Deshaun Jackson, 5 receptions for 155 yards. He has been a very good player so far today. And now handoff LaShawn McCoy, who runs to the outside, and LaShawn McCoy is gone. 48, or make that 55-13. That would be the last play of the game that I show. Or no, it's not actually. I don't know why I said that. 55-13. And now the Giants are pretty much done. They're just playing just because. And Kerry Williams comes up with a pick now. And with 11 minutes to go, the Eagles have a chance to make it a 60-point game. Matt Barkley on 3rd and 7. He fires and finds Deshaun Jackson, who's open for the first down. 6 receptions, 164 yards on the day. And now coming back out again, 3rd and 13. He fires and finds Jason Avant, who cannot get the first down. So out would come Dan Carpenter. You can see Barkley's stats up top, and they were pretty good. And now Carpenter comes out and tries to make it 3 for 3, and he is good. 58-13, 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Eli Manning comes back out now after throwing the pick, and Manning would fire, and Curtis Marsh would come out of nowhere to tip that down. I didn't even see him come anywhere near that ball until right at the last second. 3rd and 1, Manning fires and finds Randall, who breaks a few tackles but then is completely leveled by Patrick Chung. 4 receptions, 49 yards for Randall. And now, 1st and 10 for the New York Giants. Eli Manning from shotgun drops back. He's going to fire and find Randall, who makes one man miss and then is chased by Patrick Chung, who eventually gets him out of bounds. But Patrick Chung has so far been our top tackler. And now Harris to the outside. Harris looks like he might score, but he is dragged down by Trey Boston, I believe. And then it would be 4th and goal. So, or I skipped a few plays, so it's 4th and goal. And Murray on the hold. The kick is good. 58-16. And LaShawn McCoy, you can see his stats there. 26 carries, 187 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's just incredible, as he would get more yards right there. And you can see our red zone stats there. We did fairly well in the red zone. 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals. And that would be the end of that. Final being 58-16. This game didn't even seem fair, most of it. But, I mean, what are you going to do? Now Brandon Boykin is the player of the game after his pick 6. So we did really well today. My only concern so far is Barkley did overthrow a few targets, but not really a big concern. That, and we let the receivers get a little bit too many yards on the other team. We were not tackling very well. The only people that were tackling well were Patrick Chung and Brandon Boykin. That was about it. And you can see play of the game was the deadly accurate pass to Deshaun Jackson in the back of the end zone. And Matt Barkley, so far looks like he was the right decision. Here's our final stats. But watch for the next episode, and we will see who we are playing. But this is Teenage Night, and I'm out.